Now just go to Google, okay, and just wait, I will show you. Okay, just go to Google and type the Sublime exe. After typing the Sublime exe, this link is displayed here. Click on a download Sublime text file, and then click here on a Sublime text 3. After that, click here on a Windows 64, which is you are having. I'm having the Windows 64, that's why I just clicked on the Windows 64. Then this setup is downloaded here. Now just open this software or setup. It will asking for you how to. Yes, I will just click on add to explore context menu, then just click on next, then click here on install. It will install Sublime Text Reader on your computer. Okay, Sublime Text Reader is best suitable. I am suggesting you to use this Sublime Text Reader for your reference. Then click here on finish. Okay, then after that, today we'll see where is Sublime Text Reader. You can just search Sublime here. Now you can see Sublime Text 3 is displayed here. Just click on this Sublime Text 3. Now this Sublime Text 3 is available to us. Now today we'll see HTML forms. In this previous lectures, we have started that HTML forms, how to create the HTML forms, some input fields which are used within the HTML forms. Here the form tag, form base tag for all of this HTML. Here the form is defined with the one form tag. Now we can create the form by using the form and the closing form tag. HTML forms. Forms are a primary method for gathering the data from the site visitors. Create a block with a open and close form tag. Here you can see. Just wait. Okay. Here a form tag. A form is having the one method. Form tag is having the attribute. Name of this attribute is the method, as well as this is one having the another attribute. Name of this attribute is the action. What are the use of action and method? I will just tell you. Method. The method attribute tells how the form data should be sent via the get or a post request. Means how to send the form data to the server by using the get method or by using the post method. Okay. And what is the action attribute? You can see the action attribute tells where the form data should be sent, means where to send the form data, and method tells how to send data, and action tells where to send the form data. I want to send the form data to the path /to/some script.php, like this one. Here the input tag. Mostly used tag in the HTML form is the input tag. The type of input is specified with the type attribute. Okay, the input is having the one, which type of input we are going to use. This must be specified by using the type attribute. The input tag is having the one attribute, which is the most used attribute. Name of this attribute is the type attribute. The following types are commonly used input types. One is the text field, second one is checkbox, third one is the radio button, fourth one is the drop down list, fifth one is the text area, sixth one button. Okay, means we are going to use the different data fields like the text field, checkbox, radio button, drop down list, text area, button, and field set. Okay, text field. The text fields are used when we want to accept the letters from the users, or we are allowing the users to enter some characters, numbers. At that time, we will specify the input type is equal to number, text, email, passwords. Okay, as well as the you can see here in the previous lecture we have created the text box like this one. Input type is equal to text, first name. Input type is equal to text, last name. As well as in the previous lectures we have created the check boxes. This example demonstrates how to create the checkbox on a HTML page like this one. Users can select or deselect the checkbox. Users are allowed to select the multiple options. Here we have created, I have a bike, I have a car, I have a airplane. At that time, we have specified the input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, value is equal to bike. Then we have created the input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, value is equal to car. Then we have created the checkbox for airplane. I have airplane, input type is equal to checkbox, name is vehicle, and value is airplane, like this one. Okay, this one create the checkbox like this one. Now next type we will see radio buttons. We will see how to create a radio buttons by specifying the input type is equal to radio. Okay, if you want to accept the some values from users, at that time we need to specify the input type is equal to radio. The when users click a radio button, the another buttons become selected and all other buttons in the same group becomes deselected. When users click on the particular radio button, at that time what will happen, the particular or specific buttons become selected and all other rest of the all other buttons are become deselected. Okay, means if you use, suppose that if you want to accept the single answer questions, suppose that please select your gender, at that time we are giving the male female like this one. At that time we are accepting the gender of a users. At that time users will select the one option, male or female, like this one. But if you at that time we will use the radio button. And if you are if there is a one question is like that, have you first class in SSC, HSC, diploma, degree? At that time what will happen, users may have the first class in the multiple classes like SSC, HSC, degree, diploma, as well as post graduation. At that time we are accepting the numbers of a options. At that time we will use the check boxes. But in the radio buttons, whenever you are selected the one button, at that time other become deselected. As well as if you are accepting the status of your passing status, pass, fail, etiquette. At that time users will select the only one options, pass, fail, or etiquette. We are not allowing the users to select the multiple options. At that time we will use the radio button. When a users click on a radio button, that button becomes selected and all other buttons in the same group becomes deselected. म्हणजे आपण युजर्सचं रेडिओ बटन्स करणार आहे त्यावेळी काय होणार, एक बटन जे सिलेक्ट केलंय ते सिलेक्ट होईल, म्हणजे ऑल बटन्स आहेत ते काय होतील, डिसिलेक्टेड होतील. कारण सपोज आपण युजरचा स्टेटस घेणार आहे, युअर पासिंग स्टेटस. Users have one value, pass, fail, etiquette, or distinction. The users will not have a multiple value. Okay, so we will use the radio buttons. Allow the users to select a single options. Okay, suppose that here we are going to accept the gender from a users. At that time, here we have created the male. Then input type is specified as a radio, so it will create the radio buttons. As well as here is input tag is having the one another attribute. Name of this attribute is the checked. म्हणजे काय होणार आहे ते by default checked होणार आहे. Okay, as well as here we are providing the name is gender and value is the male. त्या प्रत्येक input box आपण नेम देतोय. You are already aware about this, and we are also providing here the value because your users does not typing any value. Users काय value देतोय का नाही. That's why we need to specify the value for this radio button. म्हणजे जे suppose male जर सिलेक्ट केला तर त्याची व्हॅल्यू काय आहे, तर male. If you just selected the female, then what is the value of this check radio button? This can be defined statically. हे आपल्याला user manually आपल्याला manually define करावं लागते. Input type is equal to radio, name is gender, and value is female. So this will create the radio button just like this one. Now I will show you how to create the radio buttons. Just wait. Hello, is this visible to you? Please check. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Sir. Okay. Thank you. Now we will create the student registration form. I will give the name of the student registration form. Okay, we are given the heading. For this one is the student registration form. Now we will add a. Uh, hmm, I will add here the first name. Okay, sorry. I will add here the select your first name. Yep, first name. How to create the first name? First name साठी आपण काय यूज करणार आहे? Input type is equal to text. Then we'll give the name is FNM. Then we'll give the value name is FNM. Okay. Then we will create select your gender. Select your gender. Select your gender. Now we will select here the input type. Input type is equal to radio button. Input type is equal to radio. We will give the name is gender. Then we will provide the value for this one is the male. Then we will provide the second one is the input type. Input type is equal to radio. Then we will provide the name is gender, and we will also providing here the value is equal to female. Here we are providing the value is equal to female. Then we will create the input type is equal to submit. How to create the submit? Input type is equal to submit. So it will create the submit button. Okay, now you can see here we have created here the select your gender, and then we have created here the radio buttons. Male input type is equal to radio, name is gender, and value is the मेल. कारण याची व्हॅल्यू काय असणार आहे? मेल. कारण हे एक आपण जे पहिलं इनपुट टाईपचं जे रेडिओ बटन येणार आहे त्याचं रेडिओ बटनची व्हॅल्यू काय असणार आहे? इफ युजर्स हॅज बीन सिलेक्टेड दिस वन, देन व्हॉट विल बी व्हॅल्यू? देन व्हॅल्यू इज दी मेल. इफ यू देन दी सेकंड रेडिओ बटन female, input type is equal to radio, then we are giving the name for this one is the gender, and what is the value? Value is female. Now I will show you. We will run this one. Right click here and open in browser, so it will run. I can say first name, select your gender. You can select only one value. I suppose that I entered the first name is Ajit. Okay, I will provide the another name is the Bob. Suppose I have provided the name is Bob. B or B. But I will select only male gender or female. Whenever I am just going to select another one, at that time what will happen? Suppose I have selected the female, then male becomes deselected. If I am just going to select the male, then what will happen? You can see here, whenever I have selected the male, then female becomes deselected. Okay. Now if I have click on a submit button, then what will happen? You can see here. Now you can see here this is our URL bar. URL bar मध्ये काय होते check करा. If I click on the submit button, something is wrong with mouse. Sorry, what was happened there? I have not created here the form, so it will create the error because form is required to create the form. We need to specify the form, but I have forgotten to define the form. Otherwise, it will not create the. So then it will execute properly. Bob. Then we have selected mail. Now you can hear the what is F name here? You can see here F name is equal to Bob and gender is equal to male. Submit is equal to submit. Instead of that, if I have entered the Bob and I have selected the female, then what will happen? You can see here after clicking on the submit button, what will happen? Gender is become female. And gender कुठलं select केलं आहे? Female. Okay. This one is the radio button. All of you understood this one. Now, if I have created by default एक checked ठेवायचा आहे. So I have given here the checked. I have given here the checked. Checked is equal to checked. Then you here आता प्रायमरी काय होतं हे बाय डिफॉल्ट विदाउट चेकड येतोय पण इफ आय आर गिवन दी चेकड देन व्हॉट विल हॅपन यू कॅन सी हियर मेल इज चेकड बाय डिफॉल्ट मेलला काय येतोय तर चेकड येतोय इफ आय सिलेक्टेड फिमेल देन मेल बिकम्स डिसिलेक्टेड इफ आय सिलेक्टेड मेल देन व्हॉट विल हॅपन females become deselected. This is the radio button. Now next one, all of you understood this one, how to create radio buttons, please? Yes, all of you understood this one, how to create radio button? Yes, Rohan, Dhanasri, okay, Sakshi Patel, thank you. Now next one, we will go to the next one, drop down list. How to create the drop down list? Now the next example shows how to create a simple drop down list on HTML page. Now we will study how to create the simple drop down list on a HTML page. Here is the drop down list is a just selectable list. Okay, if we will create the selectable list by using the select tag. Then select tag, insert the select tag. It is having the one option tag. This option tag is having the if you want to add some options within this select list, suppose that there is a one option is like select your academic year. At that time we are selecting FY BTech, SY BTech, TY BTech and final year BTech. At that time what will happen? It is required to add the options. Okay, under the select tag we are just going to add the options. So there is one tag, name of this tag is the option. We are adding the FY BTech. Then what will be value is the FE. Then we are adding the closing this tag by using the select tag. Suppose that form action select tag, we are giving the name for this one is the cars option, value is equal to Volvo, and we added the first option is the Volvo. We are going to add the second option value is equal to sub, close this option value is equal to Fiat and name is the Fiat, and option value is equal to Audi and close this tag. Means here if you want to, if just we would like to create the selectable list within our program, then we will use the select tag, and the select tag मध्ये आपल्याला जे काय ऍड करायचं आहे, we will add this by using the options. Okay, and option tag is having the one attribute name of this value, means which value we have selected, how your server will know that which value you have selected. Suppose जर तुम्ही FY select केला आहे, TY select केला आहे, how your server will know that which options you have selected. This can be done with the help of value. कारण काय ज्यावेळी सर्व्हरला सेंड होतात त्यावेळी काय येतात नेम इक्वल टू व्हॅल्यू पेअर, मग ती व्हॅल्यू काय जाणार FE किंवा SE TY काय असेल ते. ओके, now we will see here, just wait, I will show you here. Okay, now I will write here the select your academic year, select your academic year. Okay, and which tag we are going to use for this purpose? select tag. Okay, which tag is there? Select tag is there. Inside the select tag, we will add the options. Here the option tag, and option tag मध्ये जे काय आपल्याला पाहिजे ते पहिल्यांदा आपण करणार. Select your, select year, select AY, select AY year. Then I will add here the option, and in this option I will add here the FY BTech. FY BTech, and value for this one is the value is equal to FY. Okay, then option, then value for this one is the SY. Okay, SY. Then I will add here the SY. जे आपल्याला मध्ये दिसतोय ऑप्शनच्या मध्ये दिसतंय, दिस विल बी डिस्प्ले टू द युजर्स. म्हणजे हे काय, SY BTech हे SY युजर्सला सिलेक्ट होईल. I will show you, just wait for 1 minute. TY BTech. Okay, now here you can see here, select your academic year. Then in this select tag you add here the option select AY year, and then they will show the option. First one is the option is the select AY year. Then we are going to show the option select FY BTech TY BTech. आता हे FY BTech सिलेक्ट केला तर त्याची व्हॅल्यू काय जाणार सर्व साइडला FY. If the users has been selected SY BTech, then value sent to the server is the SY. Now we will see, you can see here. Okay, first name is like this, and select your academic year. Then it will show the select your academic year, select your AY year, FY BTech or TY BTech. You can select any one of this. I have selected SY BTech, TY BTech, like this one. We'll add here the third option for a TY BTech. Option TY BTech, TY BTech, and here we will add the value is equal to TY. Okay, and now we'll add the BTech. Option final year, BTech. Now I will just show you here, value is equal to BTech. Input type is equal to submit. Okay, okay, आता याला सिलेक्ट लॅब फॉर्मचं नाव देऊया AY. Okay, name is equal to AY. Name, what is the name of this field? Where is the AY, academic year. Okay, okay, suppose I have given the first name is the Bob, and select your academic year. I have selected the TY BTech and submitted. I can say here, there is nothing is present within the URL bar, radio button.html. Now I will provide the first name is Bob, and I will select the academic year, the TY BTech, and if I click on submit button, then you can see what will happen within the URL bar. URL bar मध्ये data काय तो check करा after clicking on the submit button. Now you can see here, first name is Bob and academic year is equal to TY. Okay, all of you understood this one. Suppose I have selected again Bob. I will select here the Sachin. I will select the select first name is Sachin, and I will select here the SY BTech, and I click on the submit button. Then you can see what will happen here. First name is Sachin and academic year is the SY. So your server will know that user submitted first name is Sachin and selected academic year is the SY. Okay, all of you understood this one. Why we have chosen this value option मध्ये value हे important काय आहेत as well as name काय important आहेत because whenever user click on the submit button at that time data will be sent to the server in the form of a name equal to value pair, so that name and value are most important attributes of a HTML form, okay, or every attributes or every elements within the HTML. Okay, all of you understood this one. How to create the drop down list, that is selectable list in the HTML form, as well as how to create the radio buttons. All of you understood this one. Hello. Yes, Rohan, Vaishnavi, Mishram, Aditya, Sakshi Patil, Priyanka Talwar, Snehal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we are just going to next one part. How to create the buttons. Okay, now we will study how to create the buttons. Buttons are a common item on a form. Buttons are the most common item on your HTML form. The example demonstrate how to create the button. You can define your own text on the face of the button. Here you can define own text whatever you want on the button. Next one, input type is equal to button. If you are giving the input type is equal to button, input type is equal to submit. If you have created the input type button, then it will just perform the some action. But if you have created the input type is equal to submit, at that time what will happen, it will create the one button. And if you click on the submit button, it will send the data to the action. Action मध्ये जे काय आपण स्पेसिफाय केलं तिकडे डेटा आपला सेंड होणार आहे. ओके, suppose that if you have created the input form action is equal to input type button value is equal to hello world, so it will just perform a one action, one event perform karna, sorry. But if you have created the button is equal to submit button, I will just show you how to what is the otherwise we will first see all this concept. Button, if you have created the input form action, input type is equal to button value hello world, what will happen, whatever we are written in the value, this will be just displayed as the face value of your button. You have created the one button and on the face of this button it is just showing the hello world. Okay, if you have created the input type is equal to button. Now we can also create the input type is equal to submit. So what will, if you have created the input type is equal to submit, what will happen, it will just create the one button, but if you click on the submit button it will submit your form data to the action which to the one URL which is defined in the action attribute. फॉर्मच्या ऍक्शन ऍट्रिब्यूट मध्ये जे काय आपण डेटा डिफाइन केला असेल तिथे आपला काय होणार आहे, सेंड होणार आहे डेटा. ओके, रिसेट बटन bring the button form to its initial position. If we are specifying the input type is equal to reset, and then what will happen, if you click on a reset button, then bring your form to the initial position, the all data will be deleted. Now I will show you just these buttons. You can create the different buttons here. Your input type is equal to button, input type is equal to button. Okay, value is equal to hello world. Input type is equal to submit value, apply. Submit. Okay, you can give anything. Okay. Here we are given the one demo.html. You have submitted your data. Now, here within the form action, is it action is equal to, I will give the where to send demo.html. आता इथे फॉर्म मध्ये ऍक्शन काय दिले बघा, फॉर्म मेथड इज इक्वल टू गेट. I want to send the data by using the get method, and action is the demo.html. means this action is tells where to send the data to the demo.html page. Okay, now you have created here the first name is equal to input type text, name is equal to FNM, select your academic year, select name is equal to select name AY, FY BTech, SY BTech, TY BTech, and final year BTech. Then we have added here the input type is equal to button, name, value is equal to hello world, input type is equal to submit. आता सबमिट वरती केल्यावर क्लिक काय होते चेक करा, आणि हॅलो वर्ल्ड वरती चेक करा काय होते. आता मी बॉब घेतो इथं अकॅडमिक इयर SY BTech घेतो. ओके, and I am just trying to click on a hello world. You can see what will happen here. I have added here the Bob, then I have selected the SY BTech. If I click on hello world, you can see what will happen there. It will not happen anything. Okay, इथं काही होत नाही, चेक करा. But if I click on a submit button, then you can see what will happen. It will send the data to the action. Action मध्ये जे काही स्पेसिफाय केलं आपण, what we have specified in the action. Action मध्ये स्पेसिफाय काय केलं चेक करा. The specified in the action is the demo.html. Demo.html. Okay. Now I will add here the Bob, select academic SY. And if I click on a hello world, nothing will happen. If I click on a submit button, then it will send demo.html. Demo.html मध्ये काय सेंड केलं बघा इथं. F name is Bob, academic year is SY, and it is just showing you have successfully submitted your data. कारण ते demo.html आपण काय लिहिलेलं आहे ते शो होणार ना. You have submitted your data. You have submitted your data म्हणजे सबमिट केल्यानंतर HTML फॉर्मचा डेटा सबमिट होते, पण ज्यावेळी बटन वरती करतोय त्यावेळी होत नाहीये. दिस इज डिफरन्स बिटवीन युअर बटन and submit button. Here you are specifying the input type is button. It will just create the one button, and if you have created the input type is equal to submit, it will just create the input type of a data is submit. Okay, all of you understood this one? Hello, yes, all of you understood this difference between button and submit button? Yes, yes, Pratik, Vaishnavi, Rohan, Shwendra,
Yes, sir.
Priyanka, Nehal Chikle, Rohan, all of you understood this one? What is the difference between button and input type submit? Yes, okay. Thank you. Now we'll go to the next one part. Okay. And now here is the another one is the input type is equal to password. A text field is mask the entire text with the dot or a star. If you are specifying the input type is equal to password. Now again I will show you. I think we already studied, but again I will show you. If we are giving the password and we just type here input type is equal to password. Okay, and name we will give the name is the pass. Now you can see what will happen here. Okay, I will type the first name is Bob, and whatever I type within the password, it will be masked with the dot or a star operator. Okay, all of you understood this one? Yes. How to create the password field within your form? Which will just define the Input type is equal to password. Type is equal to password is required, and the input type a text field which is marks the entered text with the star or a dot sign. Okay. Next one. If you want to if you want to upload file through the users, means suppose that if you want to give the facility for users to upload his photo, his or her photo, like a resume or anything else, at that time we will use the input type is equal to file. Okay. If users wants to upload the something through your form, then we will allow the users to upload his or her file by using the one option. Name of this option is the input type is equal to file. We will give the name of this file. But when you want to when would like to upload a file, it requires a form element with a one specific attribute. Name of this attribute is the encryption type. enc type is equal to multipart slash form dash data. Okay. If you would like to allow the users to give this some facility for your users to upload the file, at that time you must add an input type is equal to file, as well as you need to add a one attribute within the form. Name of this attribute is the encryption type, that is enc type is equal to multipart slash form dash data. Now I will show you. Just wait. Here we will give the upload your photo, upload your photo, upload your photo. How? Input type is equal to file, and the name for a file is also photo, as well as here we need to add a one. We need to add here the one attribute. Name of this attribute is the enc type. enc type is equal to multipart dash form dash data. Okay. Now you can see here. Okay, just wait. Okay, in this which will do, upload your photo, select the files. I will select the one of this file which is available. I think there is nothing is available on the photo. Okay, now we'll select this photo from a desktop. Now what is the name? Download. Now we have selected the download.png. Okay, here the download.png is available. Okay, all of you understood this one, how to upload the photo. We are just using the input type is equal to file, name is equal to photo, but only this one is not feasible. You need to also add one another attribute within this form tag. Name of this attribute is the encryption type is equal to multipart slash form data is required there. Okay, if you want to add a, if you want to add a or allow the users to upload some files. Okay, users can upload the different files. Allow this one is the allow the users to upload the images, pdf files, the word files, text files, anything. Users can upload anything using the input type is equal to file. Now next one. Okay, here field set. Field set is the grouping of a data fields. Okay. A field sheet is a grouping of data fields. This example demonstrates how to draw a border along with the caption around your data. This example demonstrates how to draw a border along with the caption around your data. Next one, a field set for a grouping data. Okay, field set for a grouping data. Next one, legend. This one, add the caption for your group of data, and field set is for a grouping of your data. Next one, field set. If we have added the field set and we have added the legend, health information, and we have added the form action, height is equal to input, type is equal to text, size is 3, input, weight, input type is equal to text, size is 3, slash form, and field set, close this field set type. Now I will show you. Now we can also add here the health information. I will just show you. Field set file field set. The field set मध्ये काय करणार legend it will display the title like personal information and then we'll add here the input type first name, input type is equal to text, FNM, and then we'll add the last name, input type is equal to text, and name is equal to LNM. Okay, now you can see here what will happen here. Okay, this is the one title. This is the border here add केलेले आहे कशाला आपल्या personal information with one title personal information. Okay, now you can also add here the health information. I will show you, then you can see what will happen. आता इथं field set नंतर आपण अजून एक ऍड करूया. इथे काय करूया आपण health information, health information, height and width. We will add here the height and width. Input type is equal to text, and name is equal to, this one is the height, and we added here the width. Okay, now you can see here. Okay, this is the first field set is created. This one is the grouping the data, like first in personal information. Here the title, जे काय आपण legend मध्ये दिलं आहे ते title ते add झालं आहे. And this one is the grouping the personal information, and this one is the grouping your form data of a health information, height and weight. And here the submit button, and here the hello world. Last one is the hello world submit button. I will remove this hello world or reset button. आता reset input एक बटन घेऊ आपण, reset input type is equal to reset. Okay, आता इथे चेक करूया आपण reset बटन. इथे फर्स्ट नेम ऍड करतोय सचिन, लास्ट नेम पाटील. ओके, first name Sachin, last name Patel, height is 5.7, weight is 60. And if I click on a reset button, then what will happen? It will reset all data. You can see all data is resetted. Okay, then height 5.7 and weight is 64. If I click on submit button, you submit your data. You can see here first name is Bob, last name is Patil, height is 5.7 and weight is 64. Okay, all of you understood this one? Hello, yes, all of you understood this one? Now last one, action. Before that, field set is over. Action attributes use काय check करा again. Action attributes, okay. When users click on a submit button, the content of the form will be sent to the server. If users click on this submit button, you already seen that the content of the form data is sent to the server. The form action attribute defines name of the file where to send the content. Okay, the form is having the one attribute, name of this attribute is the action. This action attribute tells to the browser where to send the form data after the clicking on a submit button. The file defined in the action attribute usually does the something with the received input. Okay, here I have declared I have defined here the one form. Form name is equal to input data. Action is equal to form underscore submit dot JSP. Method is get. Username input type is equal to text. User will enter the name is equal to user. Input type is equal to submit. The value is submit. Okay. It will just create the form just like one. If you type some characters or if you type some information within the text box or text field, and after entering your data, if you click on the submit button, then you will see what will happen. Then browser will send your information or input to the page called as a form underscore submit dot JSP. The page will show you the received input. Okay, now we will create the one sample form. Again, just wait for 1 minute. Here we'll select the personal information. Again, I will add here the select your academic year, select your AY year, select your AY year. कसं करना आपण check करा. Input type is equal to select. Which tag will use there? Select मध्ये काय करणार? option FY BTech FY BTech FY BTech like this one. Will give your value is FY. Value is equal to FY. We need to also give your name. Name is AY. Okay, as well as we need to add here the gender. Okay, gender मध्ये आपण काय which tag will use for gender? Which tag कोणता tag यूज करणार आहे gender साठी? Please tell me which tag will use there. Input type is radio आणि त्याच्या आधी इथं मेल डिफाइन करणार आहे आपल्याला मेल. we provide here the name for this one is gender. Then we are also providing here the value is equal to male. Female. Okay, now I will show you. You can see here. Okay, आता जेंडर झाला. ड्रॉप डाउन लिस्ट ऍड केली. आता चेकबॉक्स एक ऍड करूया. कसं चेकबॉक्स करूया? have you bike. Input type is equal to checkbox. Value is equal to value is bike and name is vehicle. So have you motor. Have you car. Input type is checkbox, name is vehicle and value काय असणार त्याची तर कार असेल. करेक्ट. Okay, it will show the form just like this one. I will show you. Okay, personal information. First name. First name is Ajit. First name is Sachin. Last name is Patil. Okay. Gender is male. You can select any one of these. Male. Have a bike? Have a car? Yes. Select BTEC. Height information 5.7. Weight information 64. And if you have selected it, submit button. Okay. This is just like this one. Okay. All of you understood this one? Hello. Yes. All of you understood this one? How to create the HTML forms? Hello. Yes. All of you understood this one? Yes. Vaishnavi, Snehal, Pratik, Rohit, Snehal, any other Shivendra, Priyanka, Avinash, Pratik. Yes. If you any doubt, you can ask me. Hello. Yes. Dhanasri, Meshram, Rohan, Prathamesh, Pratik, Rohit, Karan Sinha, Abhishek, Omkar, Shivani. Yes. All of you understood this one? How to create the HTML forms? If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Yes, okay. Thank you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, just wait for a moment. Yes. How to give the file upload? File upload तक option घ्यायचा अजून एक. Just wait for a file upload option. How to give the file upload option? File upload option कसा घ्यायचा आहे? Select photo. Select photo or choose photo घ्यायला पाहिजे. Sorry, choose photo. Choose photo. Choose photo. And then we'll clear the input type. Input type is equal to file and give the name of file is the photo. As well as we need to check here. इथं काय पाहिजे अजून आपल्याला encryption type is equal to multipart slash form data. Yes, this is the available. Yes. Student registration form, personal name, first name, then enter the last name is Patil. Select your gender is male. Have you bike? Yes, I have not car. That's why I'm not selected. Then select your academic year. I will add here the another one academic year. For only I have added the FY BTech, so I will add here the another one option. For this one is the SY BTech. Select first name is Sachin, last name is Patil, gender is male. Have you bike? Yes. FY BTech, SY BTech. Then select photo. Download.png is selected here. Help information is that 5.7, weight is 64. And if I click on submit button, the information is submitted there. Okay. You can see here photo का photo ना काय बघा photo.png. Okay. Thank you all of you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can leave meeting. Thank you all of you. Thank you.